Well, good day there, everyone. How's it going? It's a Friday. It's going to be a holiday weekend. It's a stock market update. We're here at a beautiful roller hockey rink. I'm a huge roller hockey fan. I just got my kid into roller hockey, enjoying himself. Capitals. So, boy, if they had this when I was growing up in Northern Virginia, nice job. Way to go. Boy, if they'd had that here, I would have been so excited. A really good time. We're shooting around. We lost all our pucks in the woods. It's been fun. Well, let's do a stock market update today. Holding a football, because next week football season starts. DraftKings has been on an interesting little run over the last couple weeks. That's one to keep an eye on here is DraftKings. They've been going pretty well over the last couple weeks. Let's see if this will let us work here. Yeah, they've been steadily accreting. They're kind of going to do that right up until football season. And we'll see what happens after it starts because, it's a big. I haven't been wagering at all, but I will wager on football, and I use DraftKings. You're going to see their ads everywhere. I hear their ads on the radio. It makes sense. It's a busy type of year, so this usually goes up again. I wouldn't be surprised to see this go up to all the way about 65 before the big game on Thursday next week. Careful. So that's an interesting one that went on here. But the other one's big. The end of the day today, Moderna out of nowhere jumped from 400 it was sitting at all day to 416. That made options, short-term and long-term options, jump pretty dramatically because they kind of hung out around below 400 for the week, and then people are realizing, oh my gosh, they're a profitable company and the entire world needs vaccines and boosters and everything. What I keep saying about them, so it's kind of a good day for them, and we'll see what happens next week in the short week. But nice to see them hang out above 400 and kind of creep back up because their high was, I believe, about 480 or something. Is where it's high, 480, 490 they got to before they had that drop and sell off that brought them down in the mid 300s, and now they've recovered again. If you look at what happened over the last 60 days with them, you can see that. They had that big spike up there down, and now they're just kind of recovering and leveling here. And where are they going to go? They're going to go down? I always say that you have to question your faith in humanity if you don't invest in this company, because it's they have a working vaccine for all types of viruses and ailments that affect the human body. How can we not, right? How can we not invest in that? So anyway, good for them. Tesla's the other one I want to talk about today. They didn't move much today. Google moved a little bit. Google's another good one. These are great companies. Google. Dollar Tree recovered a little bit. Look at that drop Dollar Tree had. Now they're starting to recover a little bit. They'll creep their way back up to 100, I think, in the next month. They really dropped for not too much of a reason. Lowered sales forecasts, but they still beat expectations for profit. They're a big box retailer. When you look at somebody I shouldn't say big box, but they are just a retailer in many different cities in the United States. So your Walmarts and your Dollar Trees, even Target is another good one that's been pretty good. They don't jump enormously in any given day or any given week, but they do just steadily accrete, and it's a nice, reliable kind of long call over periods of time. They tend to work out with companies like that. Google said Amazon trying to get to 3,500. Like I said, look at that. Look at basically everything being a winner on this list except for Lakeland Industries, which people just haven't realized how much we're going to be needing the masks in the wintertime. How much we'll actually be more open to wearing the masks in the wintertime when it's colder. If you're not sweating in the mask and it's keeping your face warm, it's actually a little easy to wear. We forget about that. I remember all the people saying how nice it was in cold parts of the country or North America or even the world, and wearing a mask is helpful. So this is, a decent time to buy for them. I see them going over 25. Microsoft hanging out over 300. Where's Sherwin-Williams? Why do I not have Sherwin-Williams on here? Maybe we should replace Lakeland Industries with Sherwin-Williams. Let's see. Sherwin-Williams, I believe, is up to 305 or 306, right? Come on, computer. It'll catch up to us in a second, and all this will change automatically when it does. 307. Look at them continuing to get. Just talk about a beautiful chart, a beautiful line. Look at how reliable they are. They just this is kind of a specker here, but really they just recover. They're everywhere. I mean, they're even more Sherwin-Williams than there are Dollar Trees. That's for darn sure. Sherwin-Williams is everywhere, and everything needs to be painted. And there's so much building and construction. Like I said, you can't stop them. They're a great bet for a reliable option that will pay pretty good returns as well. So Tesla. Sorry, I wanted to finish with Tesla. Where are you, Tesla? Where'd you go? Oh, Tesla's not on here. Is that what the problem is? No, it's right there. Sorry. So Tesla up tiny bit today, 733. They've started this recovery here in what looks like the last 14 days-ish, right? Right here. And yeah, wow, that is a healthy recovery. So they're talking about the AI bot. They're talking about the Cybertruck being pushed to 2022, 2023-ish, really getting deliveries. We have a Cybertruck. What are we gonna do until 2023 if we can't get our Cybertruck? We're going to get another Tesla. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a different Tesla because as gas prices go up and as cars need to be fixed, you want to have the electric vehicle.
Gatorade, yum.
Gatorade. I wonder who makes Gatorade. I think Coca-Cola bought Gatorade. I'm not even sure. I'll have to look that up. Gatorade's a great product as well. But one thing else I want to say about Tesla. So we had a huge tropical storm. I was actually driving through New England a little bit, through Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Maryland. There were floods all over the place, got better, but it was an issue. Also down south, you got people with no power in Louisiana and no power every time these storms come through. So what do we do with that? I've always said what you need is everyone should be having a power wall, Tesla power wall, or the equivalent of a Tesla power wall, which is a huge ass battery, like a big refrigerator sized battery, that can run your home and charge your car and do a lot of things that you need and hold. I'm not sure how many kilowatt hours it holds. But it gets charged with solar if you get a solar roof or some type of solar array. So if you can charge your power wall with solar, then when a big old hurricane comes through here and destroys the grid and nobody's got power, unless your house is completely flooded and your power wall is not usable for some reason, you're going to be able to still be getting solar power wall and running everything in your house. I don't understand why that can't work when you have 100 and some degree days right after a hurricane. It always happens like that. Hurricane comes through, next thing you know is it's scorching hot and there's no power. Why isn't the solution being used? I think that we have an administration and we have intelligent people in charge now that will start to implement strategies like this, so we're not continually trying to bury power lines and rewire the grid every time this happens. So it just made me think that Tesla's once again on top of what we need, renewable energy in a decentralized grid way, so that we can prevent these type of mass blackouts causing mayhem. It shouldn't be generators, it should be power walls and solar arrays feeding them. And wind too, anything renewable we can, so we don't have to burn fossil fuels to get there. So anyway, pretty good day here, closing out right before the holiday weekend. Sometimes it's either a sell-off, but at the beginning of the month it's oftentimes buying and not a sell-off because we're right here at the beginning of September, so nobody's really taking profits yet. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next week. I mean, as the news keeps coming about how the odds of fatality when you're vaccinated versus the odds of fatality when you are not vaccinated, which are so much more, everyone realizes. I mean, here I got my kid. He can't get vaccinated yet, but as soon as they have a vaccine available, you'll be first on the list because you have a much better chance of survival. Everybody's realizing that, and I guess it hit Moderna at the end of the day as well. So that's an update for now for this week. We'll get back in on Tuesday. I will definitely be doing a video on Tuesday because certainly have a lot of action. I currently own options. I'm pretty active today. I own options in long call options only in Moderna, in Google, in Dollar Tree, in Tesla, and DraftKings. I own all those right now, and I'm pretty happy with everything. Although DraftKings could go either way. DraftKings is not a profitable company yet. They're kind of the one on this list. If you look, they're $24 billion market cap, but they don't have great profit. They don't have any profit. I think they've been losing money. That's going to happen for a while. Eventually, you're going to want to see them show a profit, but I don't know if it's going to happen yet. So their stock can kind of go either way. But the other ones, Tesla's always a battle, but eventually, you love what Tesla's doing. Dollar Tree is the one that's going to recover the fastest out of those, and of course, Google. Google is into everything. Can't live without them. So keep an eye on them as they just creep their way all the way up to 3,000. They're going to be at 3,000 before the end of September. You just know it, because what is going to stop them? What's going to stop Google Alphabet? Nothing.
I have no idea.
Nothing's going to stop them. All right, so we're out and about, enjoying a good time, playing some hockey, getting some exercise. It makes me feel like I'm like a teenager again, really, playing roller hockey. Having fun?
Teenager who's old and keeps falling on all of the shots.
I haven't fallen on one shot.
You fell on one of the shots.
I hit the puck so hard we lost it in the woods. Right off the post. This is such a gorgeous place. It's so cool.
I
Yep.
just jumped.
I mean, they even got lights here. Oh, you know, I think they turned this place off at 7. Good old Capitals. I mean, we won a Stanley Cup, so they finally built a roller hockey rink. Although I guess this has been here a while. Anyway, all right, guys, that's the stock market update for the day. May all your trades be winning. Continuing to play well on this long call, heavily money-infused market.
May all your picks be winning.
That's for bets.
Oh.
These are...
May all your trades be winning.
Exactly.
Bye.
That's right. All right. Good luck.